Good morning, classified collectors. Today we are going to unbox and take a closer look at the Snake Supreme Cobra Commander from the G.I. Joe classified line. This figure is number 9 in the series of figures, and I believe this was either a convention exclusive or a Hasbro PulseCon exclusive, but we're going to get into him and see what makes this figure super cool. Starting off with its packaging. With his packaging, this one is packaged a little different than the rest and some of the other exclusives that Hasbro has released. You've got on the front, you have a nice picture of Cobra decked out in some really cool clothing with a huge cape, holding a snake staff, something in his hand, and behind him is the giant Cobra throne that he sits on. And the Art Deco on the box all around, it gives a regal, like a really majestic look, like he is of royalty. And one of the things I like on the back of the box is they did a die cut on multiple levels. So as you lift the box up, there's different levels to the die cut, but they all, when this is down, they all look, and you can see that there's a level of depth to it. And we go around to this side, it's the same as the other. And then on the top of the box, you have the throne of the Cobra, the head of the Cobra, the rest of it, and then 09, which signifies that this is the 9th figure in the series, and then the normal bottom of the box. So now we lift this up and take that off, and you have this super huge Cobra head right there, and the sides now are the same as the rest of the classified boxes, but it has a nice gold print to it. And number 9, going back to the back, you can see the rest of this. And then we come around to the side, and it has Cobra Commander on the side there, a little closer up. But then when we get back to the front, we open this up, and this opens really nicely for displaying. And there is Snake Supreme Cobra Commander in all his glory. And if you put these on shelving, it's going to be a little hard to display them, but just looking at him in the packaging with all the gold and the black, he looks super cool. So let's get him out of the packaging and take a closer look and see what Hasbro's got going on with this figure. Snake Supreme Cobra Commander, he does not come with a whole lot of accessories, but what he does come with makes him super cool. And this version, they gave him his classic pistol. They gave him the same saber or daggerish type weapon, except decked out in gold with a red accent. He does come with the additional pointing and holding hand in the normal version. And with this one, he comes with this golden globe that he can hold in this hand, which is a gripping hand. And then he's got his snake staff right there. Looking at this figure out of the packaging, it is beautiful. The detail, the accents, the paint deco, this is something that Hasbro did right with an exclusive and a little bit higher price figure when it was released. The cloak or his cape, the back of it is black. The underside is red. There's no wire to like thin wire material in it so you could pose it. That would have been nice to see, but they didn't do that. So you can see the back of the cape. It looks like they used the same material on Serpentor's cape, except this is a black color. Kind of gives you the impression of snake scales. Now, his cape is held on by 2 elastic straps that go under his arms. And there's plastic Cobra emblems that those are attached to. I love the gold coloration of his mask. It carries through the top with a red accent. His boots, the red tips are beautiful. And the accents of the gold and the red in the shin parts of them. This figure is, with it out of the packaging, I loved it in the packaging. Out of the packaging, this is a definite win for me, Hasbro. If you guys could do more figures like this, that would be dope. It's the little things. Like, look at the sheath for his dagger or saber. Red accent, gold. Everything on this is just, it's eye-appealing. It draws you in and makes you want to look to see, like on the back of them. You can see they put artwork on there. Just notice this on the side of his boot. There is, get a little closer, and there is Art Deco right there. On the side of his pants, there's texture, and then the front is just like a slacks material, like a very uniformish material. This figure is amazing. I love it. I'm going to put some of the accessories on him, and we'll get a 360 view of him so you guys can get a better look. As far as his articulation, it's standard with the rest of the G.I. Joe Classified line. This is a older figure, so it's not pinless, but he has... So now you guys can get a overall 360 look of him, and I'll slow it down a little bit. And putting his accessories in, I did notice Hasbro put so much love and work into this particular figure. There's a lot of detail that I overlooked just taking it out of the packaging. Underneath his helmet, where his jacket closes, there is detail in there. There is coloration that sets it off from the rest of the jacket. There is texture in areas that break up the figure. The holster, the original Cobra Commander did not come with a holster for the weapon, and I will kind of put this over here for a second, just kind of slide them in and shift that. This is the original Cobra Commander, and they did do a paint variant of this one, lighter color. But if you look at the gun that comes with this one, this is like a, it's supposed to look like a pirate flintlock, but it's got kind of a little bit of, the front of it has a little bit of a futuristic look. So I love that they gave the Snake Supreme Cobra Commander the classic gun. But if you're going for a regal look, I think something that would have been a nice addition was if they put that flintlock as well with this figure, so you had a option of which gun you would want to put in his holster or put in his hand. The holster, I believe, was reused from another figure, or it might be a totally new mold, because the original Cobra Commander did not have a holster for the gun. There's not much more else that I could say about this figure than it is stupendous. It's amazing. And again, if you don't have this one in your collection, you definitely want to try to add this one. There is detail in, there's so much detail just put into the head of the staff, the hilt of the saber, that I could probably spend another 5 minutes just going over the details, the attention to detail that Hasbro put in this figure. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say, if you don't own this figure, try to find one, try to pick one up and add it to your collection, because this is one you definitely want to have and definitely want to hold on to. If you like the content that I am making and bringing to you guys, please click the like, share, and subscribe button. That helps show your support of my channel. And stay safe, stay warm, and Happy New Year, everyone.